and welcome to Let's Talk Disability, your one-stop place for all things disability, lifestyle, and so much more. So today we're doing a little bit of a series. These will be put on the podcast on Apple Music, Spotify as bonus episodes. So if you didn't already know, I volunteer at a station called The Cat Extra. Now this is based in Crewe. Now this goes live on your DAB, goes live on the radio, on the internet, and on here I interview a range of different interviewees who all have a story that they want to share, whether that's raising awareness of a disability or a condition or helping out with mental health. These are all people who really just want to spread a message, and for me, I want to spread their message too, so I'm putting their interviews on this podcast. Now, it won't be every week, however, it will be a couple of times a month. So the next interview that I've got is from Jan Johns. Now, Jan came into the studio late to mid-July to record a segment with us on the Cat Extra. And the segment that she talked about was all to do with table tennis. Now, within this interview, we talked about the disability side of table tennis, the non-disability side of table tennis, and how table tennis helps everyone as a whole, not just for people with disability, but bringing everyone together to enjoy the sport as a whole. And a fun fact, Jan actually knew my dad's best friend from high school, which was quite funny and hilarious talking about that. So I really hope you enjoyed the interview, and here it is. So in the studio right now, we're talking to Jan Johns. She's the club secretary and lead coach of Crewe Table Tennis Club, and she's here to talk to us right now about the opportunities that they hold and what they do. So welcome, Jan.
Hello. Hi.
Hi. So for anyone who isn't aware, could you let our listeners know a little bit about yourself and the work you do for Crewe Table Tennis Club?
Right. Well, first of all, let me explain about the title. So we started off life as Crewe Central Table Tennis, but after COVID and the lack of venues, we're actually based now at Nantwich. So a lot of people get a little bit confused about that because we created a brand new table tennis centre on London Road, Nantwich, behind Elim Church, and it's got specialist flooring and it's got about 6 tables in there. But of course, we kept our name because of the history of the club, but actually we're based in Nantwich now. As you explained, I'm club secretary and the lead coach of we have a coaching team of lots of enthusiastic people. And my history really is I've played table tennis all my life, right from the age of 13, and I'm in my 60s now. So I love the sport. And when I retired, I wanted to give something back, really. So I volunteered. We're a not-for-profit organisation, so I look after the club primarily.
So how do you feel Crewe Table Tennis Clubs helps people within the community? Yeah.
In quite a number of ways, actually. We've just started. We've been running junior coaching for some time, since August last year, and obviously prior to that in different venues, but since we opened, we run junior coaching. We've got people can come along, adults, and come and learn to play on a Monday night, and we have practice sessions on other nights of the week. And just recently, we've gone with the help of Cheshire East and the NHS for Wirral and Cheshire. We now offer dementia sessions fortnightly and also Parkinson's sessions monthly. We're delighted to start to do that. They're free of charge, as I say, because of the support we've had from Cheshire East and the NHS. And we're passionate about what table tennis can do for people with those conditions, because it helps with motor skills, it helps to keep them active, and there's a lot of new research gone into it that shows that that's really beneficial. We also have people that come along to our existing sessions with various disabilities. We are planning to have specialist sessions for physical disability, but we have people attending with autism, attending the junior sessions and the adult sessions, and so on, and they enjoy it thoroughly, and we try to be as welcoming as we possibly can to everybody.
I was going to say about the disabilities, because I noticed online, how do you feel people with with different disabilities such as autism? Have you noticed that table tennis has helped them in any way? Yeah.
Yes, because it's wonderful for hand-eye coordination, and also it triggers signals in the brain which are different to everyday sort of reading, writing, or those sorts of things. And we find that although maybe they might have some sort of like struggle with balance maybe, or something like that, the table tennis ball and bat is not particularly heavy, or it's not too disruptive to their movements, so they find it quite comfortable to be able to play it. And again, because of the ball coming over the net and coordinating and so on, they get a lot of pleasure from it, we've found. Maybe it takes a little longer to learn the skills and just understand the movement that they have to do, but they soon catch on and love it.
Oh, that's amazing. Do you have any advice for anyone wanting to get into table tennis but doesn't know where to start? So?
Well, I mean, obviously we're starting liaisons with schools. We're already working with various schools, so there's that route in for the juniors, primary schools and senior schools. But what I would say to everybody, on a Monday particularly, we have our beginner juniors from 4:30 onwards, with slightly older ones coming in at 5:45, and then we have our beginner adults at 7. And we just say to people, come along. We've got coaches on hand that can show you how to play. We have all the bats, the balls, we have the tables. They don't have to worry about bringing anything. All we ask for is that they wear trainers or soft-soled shoes so that it protects the floor. But the best thing to do would be to come along to the Bob Hope Academy at the back of Elim Church. Just wander in. It's £5 per session, and you'll be made very, very welcome, and just see whether you like it and whether it's something you would like to do.
That's amazing. Thanks so much, Jan, for coming in.
It's a pleasure. No
Thank
problem.
You. So I really hope you enjoyed that interview with Jan Johns. I'll be making more content, and I'll be in talks with Jan later on in the year to talk about different ventures that we can do with table tennis, specifically looking at the disability side, which Jan is very keen to get into and work with me. So I'll be very excited about that. Now, if you'd love to hear these interviews live and not pre-recorded on this podcast, you can listen to them on the Cat Extra website. So if you type into Google Cat Extra Radio Crew, I found that's the best way to do it. I'm sure there's other ways that are tons better. For me personally, I found that the Cat Extra Radio Crew is the best. So you can listen to me live, well, not live, pre-recorded, sorry, Monday 1 till 4. And that'll be with me and my co-presenter, Sam Sinclair. Unfortunately, he doesn't do the interview, so you don't really get to hear him on here much. But you will hear him if you listen to the interviews then you'll get to hear him then. So I really hope you enjoyed this little interview section of the podcast bonus episodes. Let me know by my social medias if you're enjoying these interview segments. I'm just using it as a filler just so I don't get burnt out. And also it's quite educational, I feel, definitely educational. So next week we'll be back to our normal schedule as per usual. I say this every single week, we're back to our normal schedule. And then a couple of weeks later, we'll have another podcast. We'll have another interview for you all. So I really hope you enjoy this, and I'll see you next week. Bye!